Hi,
Hi.
we are Another Dying. I am A,
And I am Jay.
and this is another episode of Childhood Revisited.
Yes. Our show where we play games that we played in our childhood.
And this is Transport Tycoon.
Yeah, this is Transport Tycoon Deluxe, one could even say. So, this is a game that we had back in the day. I don't know where we got that from, actually.
I don't know.
So, it's one of these games that just showed up. That we got from someone or whatever, I don't know. We played that game. This is not exactly the game as we have played it back in the day. This is Open Transport Tycoon Deluxe.
It is.
That means it is a open source port of Transport Tycoon Deluxe that you can download for free. And this just gives you all kinds of modern niceties that you can. So it's basically Transport Tycoon Deluxe, but with all kinds of stuff. It's basically
Like better resolutions and...
yeah. So you can see, yeah, you have widescreen resolutions and stuff.
Yeah.
The reason why we have these weird borders there is because in full screen it does some weird stuff with
The recording.
with the recording stuff. So yeah, that didn't work out quite as well, but I think it's alright like this. It's just more widescreen than normally. Alright, so you are very experienced in this game.
Yeah, I have played quite some hours.
And also very recently.
Also
Also played this game a lot, but it has been years. So, so you're gonna drive on this, and we're gonna just start a new game, and later on we're probably gonna load into a save,
Yeah.
as you did. So to just have a world that is progressed, and with a bunch of stuff already there.
Yes, that's right.
Alright.
Oh, well, that's really small.
You picked
Island.
64 by 64.
Yeah, but
Maybe it's good for...
you mean a larger map?
Maybe, yeah. Maybe you should, actually. Maybe you should actually pick a larger map. Like... oh yeah, you can do fucking large maps.
Yeah, yes.
That's good. I like that. Hey. Okay,
So
like this
that's-
one, for example.
That's interesting.
That's good. So it's just one continent. Do you have different, like, types? For example, hey, there are different islands, or is it always just this kind of square continent?
You can have land to the edge of the map.
Okay.
And I think it's always one island.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there can be water here, so you have to build bridges and stuff. Like in the safe game, you'll see that is the case there.
Also, for the people who actually don't know what this game is, this is a game, well, it's called Transport Tycoon, and this is basically what you do. You are in charge of a kind of transport company, and you want to make money doing exactly that.
So this is us.
Pilkington, Carl Pilkington.
We can make a new face.
Well, both were not.
You can
Oh,
actually do all this kind of nonsense here.
Yeah, but you can also not do that because it's actually not important, right?
Yes.
So we are this guy now.
We are this guy now. But I
so-
wanted to show off our
Yeah.
company.
Yeah, so, yeah. Also, you can kind of choose where the setting is. So, right now we have picked euros for currency and
German town names.
German town names. But you can pick everything, basically, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at Berlin down there. So,
Well,
the cute Berlin.
a population of 363 people.
Yes. Also, we are using the open source tileset,
Yeah.
not the original tileset. You can actually, if you have the CD of Transport Tycoon Deluxe, you can use the original graphics, but they are also pretty similar, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah.
So,
Yeah, let's get our transport empire going.
first things you do is to look at the map where all the kinds of different stuff is.
Yeah.
Like these farms. And you can display your chain. So the farms go to a factory. So they produce grain and livestock.
Yeah.
And this goes to a factory, and the factory makes it takes the livestock, the grain and steel, and makes goods out of that.
Yeah.
And those goods go to houses.
Yeah.
Like
these ones.
Yeah, but not every city except goods, but that is something we can figure out once we build all the stuff.
Alright.
And so I would say, because we have some farms here and
some factories,
some farms here and one factory here.
3 factories actually.
Yeah, well, it is one.
Yeah.
We start off building a train station.
Yes. So, just a few more things. This game was made by Chris Sawyer, I think. I think he actually did it pretty much alone, except for the graphics. I think.
Well, that's your fact. I have no idea about that.
I think, yeah, that's the case. And later on, he made Roller Coaster Tycoon. Actually, that's the same person. You can kind of see it in the way the game is laid out, and like those square tiles and so on. I think it is actually a really appealing looking game.
Yeah,
there's something really.
The graphics are really,
especially once everything gets underway and you have all kinds of traffic going and so on. So you start building the train stations for
the goods. Well, that will not work. So up here you can see what these train stations accept and what they supply. And I want to find a city that accepts goods.
This one does?
Yes, in this place it does.
Over there too?
Yeah, but I have a problem with the trains because I want to build one-way rails, and so they have to drive into the station from one side and get out of the other. And this would be problematic with the space and these houses. So
do what you need to do.
I actually want to see if they let me destroy their streets. No, they won't. Of course they won't.
Can't remove road from here because there is no road.
There is no road?
Yes, there is no road. There has never been any road.
That's thank you for that advice. So I was able to destroy that road, piece of road. I need to do something expensive.
Okay. Oh yeah, to do some terraforming.
Yes, that is the most expensive stuff.
Yeah. So this is basically like in real life. If you're starting a company, you have to kind of start by investing, right?
Yeah.
And then you hope that you will make some money off of it.
You have a loan from the beginning, and you can get even more if you need it. And at some point...
But you have to pay interest rates and so on, right?
No.
No?
No.
That's
actually not.
Okay, that is interesting.
That is interesting indeed, yes, but it's good that this does not happen.
Well, it's not like this is to be a fantastically realistic game, right? It's mostly... It's a game.
It's a game.
Yeah. Neufürstenmünster Woods. I always like how, like your train stations get named and so on.
Yeah.
I really enjoy that.
So you can build in, what are these, 4 directions?
Yeah.
And you actually want to avoid these pieces that go up, left, right, or down, because every turn, if you call this a turn here, the trains they go slower.
Okay, so you have to just be efficient as possible with
yes.
this. So, yeah, the least amount of those that you can.
Right.
Yeah.
And I will explain in a second what I'm doing here.
Yeah. Sure.
I just need to build some stuff before. Oh, that is mine.
It's your telephone?
Yeah, just leave it there.
Yeah, I'll put that onto the couch.
Yeah.
Just so I think the microphone will pick it up if it's on the table. Okay.
Well. Okay, let's do it to
Is actually the time running? Or
it is running.
It is running. Okay.
You cannot build while it's paused.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's good.
So maybe this
is awesome.
Not exactly the most efficient way I'm building right now, but therefore we have my save game later.
Yes. Yes, this is just basically to show how the beginning of the game often works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it looks nice. It looks so good. It has this kind of this charm of like miniature railways and so on. Especially after things get going and you have your trains and so on working.
Yep.
Is there actually any sense in using roads?
Yes, you can.
I mean, you can have like
build buses and trucks.
Yeah.
So they drive on roads.
Yeah.
So there is your use of roads.
Yeah, right. But like sometimes if you're really power gaming, in some games it's like, hey, do not even bother with that. Just go with trains.
Yeah, most of the time I go with trains because it is more fun. You have to build them yourself, and you have to do all the science, which I will build if all the rails are laid out.
Yeah. Or once all rails are laid out. Yeah. Okay.
Like that, maybe? Yeah. That would work. It is not really needed to have like 2 or 3 rails unless there is a train station.
Okay.
Most of the time it is, especially if you have not that much traffic going on, if you have one rail.
Yeah. So you're kind of building a circular thing there? Yeah.
Right. This is the idea.
Okay.
And later on you just add to your circuit.
Okay.
And try to manage what is the most efficient way to expand that.
So for example, you could then say, hey, there's another town there. Oh, you already built a train station there. But kind of like that, right?
Yeah.
And to integrate this into your...
Let's get all the money.
If it only would work that way.
And
I think you would be fucked in real life.
I think then I will start build the first trains, because otherwise we run out of money.
Yep. All right. Good. That looks so good.
Yes, it does. So we need that going on.
Oh yeah, right.
Here. Let's do it like that. Can delete that one right here. And now the signals, which is the most complicated part of all this.
Yeah.
system. And
the
I
signals,
like it.
Yeah, the signal stuff is actually kind of daunting always for many people. For me, including me myself. But I've actually figured that out when I was playing it, and then it's really fun.
It is.
Just have to, yeah.
So the signals I built is a one-way signal, but it will have. Well, you can read that. That is maybe easier than me explaining with my bad English.
Okay, well, good thing we're making English videos then.
I could explain that, but and this is like a starting signal that will send the signal ahead that it will this whole part here that it will go red. So there's no other train coming through this part here, unless this leaving signal here becomes green again, which will happen after they pass this signal.
Yeah.
And
so that works automatically, basically.
That works
they are
automatically.
wired already.
Yeah. And this signal actually will let trains through until the way is blocked. But they will leave trains through other paths if they are free, and they can also use that other rail. Yes, this is the money thing.
That was like 1 month now, and then it turns up? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Every month that turns up. So, and we want these normal signals that only say, well, there's a train ahead, it's red, so you just to have...
So that you don't get any crashes.
Or they don't wait.
Wait too long.
All that is kind of unnecessary. But I will just leave it here for a moment.
Yeah, right, that is why would work. So yeah, the thing that you're making only goes in one direction, right? So, of course it needs to.
So this is why we need a circuit.
Yeah.
Is circuit the right way, the right word term?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, circuit is kind of like, you would say that to a racing circuit or something.
Okay.
So I don't know but I don't know any better word right now, so fuck it. A circular railway construction. How about that?
Okay. So, I think that's all the signals. Almost. The roads are... So I give them the chance to choose the free path if they need to. And then this is our thing. Well, let's build it like that.
Yeah.
And
this is where the trains come from. The little trains. So
they are made in there.
Yeah. If Mama Train and Papa Train really like each other, then we get a nice little new train.
Right. So, and now this is where all that stuff starts.
Yeah.
So this farm here, this train station can get the stuff from this farm, and this farm produces 88 tons of grain. So let's begin with building an old steam train, because we are in the year 1950.
Yeah.
And we need a grain hopper.
Yeah.
And each one takes 30 grain, so we buy 3 of them, so it can transport 90 tons of grain. And livestock.
Livestock van.
Livestock van that takes 25. So let's build it like that. And then we will say that the train drives to that station and it loads its cargo full. Otherwise, it is maybe not too profitable if it just loads and then drives with just a bit of...
Yeah, right.
And let's watch our first train.
Yeah, and now the little... I always love this, because now the gigantic train comes out of the little train depot.
Yes!
And yeah, now it's going.
And now we check our second farm. That is a profitable farm.
So, one thing I really love about this game as well is, of course, it's the 1950s, but at some point it won't be the 1950s anymore, and technology and stuff is progressing.
Yes.
And so you have to keep up with the times in a way. And also you can... also there's other stuff, like inflation, for example. So there's inflation of money, and money becomes worth less, and so on. And I really love how this game kind of simulates these systems.
Yeah.
And this
there
is
are really neat, interesting systems going on.
Yeah.
Did I send it the right station?
I think, yeah. I think so. I think you did. You first...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Good.
Yes, citizens celebrate. First train arrives at Neu-Sonnenhorst Heights.
I wonder what citizens, but okay.
The citizens over there. They do not only work at the farm, they live at the farm, which actually makes sense.
Yeah.
In the factory, that would be kind of depressing.
So, this factory produces no crates because, oh well, it only creates goods if our trains manage to
bring the stuff.
Bring the stuff over there.
They also need steel, don't they?
They don't need steel.
Huh?
They can work with steel.
Okay.
They can
produce
goods out of steel.
So they don't need all three of those.
No.
They produce
only
goods
one.
out of...
Yeah.
Also, you could probably, from this station, you could also pick up wood, right?
Yes, you could pick up wood and bring it to... No, this is where the wood is
processed. Yeah. Okay.
So this is a mill.
Yeah.
What is the right...
The goods van?
Goods van. Thank you. Well, we don't know yet how many they will produce, but I go for like this kind of amount.
So that will go
to there, and we already checked the stations.
Yeah.
And also there is stuff will change, like it is possible that they won't take any goods. So we need to check that we get another city we can bring the goods to, and stuff like that.
And then you can kind of just go on and add to it and so on.
Yes, so this is the first working. Yeah. And now we see this train here, a lot of windows, is fully loaded.
Yeah.
Almost
fully.
Well, it's loaded. It loads one thing full, and that second one is almost full too.
Yeah.
And
it's just 3 tons empty space, I think.
Yeah.
3 tons. that doesn't make sense if it's not in this video. Yeah. You can see the grain in the thing, and it's that's really that's really nice.
Now
oh yeah, I love it when it's zoomed in. You can see the pixels.
Yes. We'll see how much money we'll make with one.
Yeah. And
now it's
unloading. Yeah. And
bam!
That is so satisfying.
It is so satisfying. Yeah. And sometimes these this is not really expressing the right number, especially.
Oh, yeah.
No, okay.
Oh yeah,
And
they produce a
now
lot
Yeah.
of goods. So the goods train is it there already?
it
it's
is
loading up.
there, yeah, and it will take
Yeah,
a bit until.
yeah.
I know. I think now that the first goods train arrived, now they will produce
Oh, yeah,
the goods and bring it. Bring it to the train station.
Yeah.
Let's see how many. And there's already
Yeah. Bunch of stuff there.
bunch of stuff with that. The train will be full. So
You
they
can
will
actually
bring
send another train there in that time because
almost.
yeah.
Yeah, but
oh yeah, the other train is already on the way.
yeah.
again, right. Yeah.
So I think now the
oh no, it's loading up.
crates will be produced
Yeah.
and it's full, and I think we can buy a second goods train.
Yeah.
And the easiest thing now is that we can clone train.
Oh, that is convenient.
Yeah.
And it also has the same
same,
orders.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and now it's going. So you can basically then just continue. You could, for example, also have a little side thing and, for example, bring passengers between cities.
Yeah.
So just
exactly.
start
So
a little bit of a road system, for example, and start a bus company as well.
Exactly.
Or whatever. Yeah.
And the thing is, the further the goods are, or the passengers
Yeah.
or whatever is
From each other. Yeah.
from each other transported,
Yeah. So the higher the distance,
the higher
larger
the distance, the more money you get.
Yeah. I corrected you with the wrong stuff. English. We don't speak it. Okay.
So
That's,
we
yeah.
could build another station around here,
For
and
example, yeah.
let all the
And they would also then, you could also, then get goods towards them and so on, right? And also then passengers between the cities and
exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I will probably start my own game soon after this.
So we can now then do this
Mhm.
and this.
Yeah.
And this is how a beautiful network of rails
Yeah.
come to life. And the other thing is you can't build these
Oh yeah, okay.
on hills.
Yeah.
Well, and you actually don't want to have only one piece
Okay.
like that, because then they have two turns in one,
Yeah.
which slows them down twice,
Yeah.
so to say.
But well, whatever.
But this is just to
for
show
now.
off.
Yeah. For now, it doesn't really matter. Hmm?
Did you listen to Linkin Park?
No, I didn't. Not recently, at least. Because why would you?
Let's close all this kind of nonsense.
Yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. Like, this is not an OpenTTD thing. This game was like window-based back then. And that was actually kind of in a time where that wasn't the standard, in a way. Like, I mean, this was a DOS game, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there was already Windows, but that wasn't really...
Well, let's merge this.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck this factory, I would say.
yeah,
No.
I can't bomb
Yeah,
this. But what I can do, and I will do this because I can.
Yeah, building a tunnel.
I'm building a tunnel.
Nice. Well, that is really easy to do.
It is. You also can build bridges very easily.
Yeah. The game kind of is very good at anticipating what you want to do, in a way.
Yes.
Right? So, Right.
Let's do that one here too. And this will get those. Alright, and
Works.
now only normal signals. And you can decide here how far apart those
Okay, yeah.
should be.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Did we make money? Yes, we do some money. Or do we?
No, I think you're losing money. This your minus increases.
Yeah, that does it all the time. But the thing we want to know is, yes, we make plus
Yeah.
with every train, so we have
Yeah.
no loss, so we
Okay.
make money.
Yeah. Good. We're profitable.
We are indeed.
Yeah. And now we could basically start more stuff like, yeah, the train
Now-
brings stuff down there, and
Yeah, I just built for passengers. Well, that
Yeah.
I could connect that one,
Yeah.
but well,
fuck it.
we want passengers.
Yeah.
Now, let's build that one here. You will go to here, and after that, you will go to Neufürstenmünster.
yeah, Eichenhafen and Fürstenmünster.
And passengers, bam.
And a mail van. Yeah.
I don't think they accept
No?
mail,
Okay.
so let's build just. And because we can, I don't care if it's profitable, just to show off.
Yeah.
I will build a second one just to have these
Yeah.
rails a bit busy.
Yeah.
Well, I actually should have built that not directly onto the rail and add an own sign system
Yeah.
that this is more managed, not
Yeah.
like drive off and at some point it would make sense to build a third rail that does not go through the train station,
Yeah.
so they can go around.
Yeah. Yeah. So actually, what you also do is you kind of impact, like cities are growing if they are really well connected. and
Yeah,
stuff, right?
if they are connected,
Yeah.
if they are getting goods,
Yeah.
they build.
Yeah.
You also can make advertisement for a company, so
Yeah.
you have.
Yeah, that also becomes interesting once you play against other players, right?
Yeah, so that's a part, and they won't allow you to build train stations near the cities if there are already a lot of stuff going on and they don't like it
Yeah.
and so on. And later on, you can give the town money to build buildings,
Oh, yeah.
to better the roads
Oh, okay.
and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff going on there. So that's cool. All right. How about we take a look at your save game then?
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, that's a nice little thing. Like I always like it in games like this to just build up self-subsisting systems, and then you can just like
Watch them work.
yeah, watch them work. So maybe at some point you will get into trouble if you just do this, if you just leave the game running for a night, because yeah, time is progressing and so on. Maybe.
Yeah,
But
there sometimes you have a complex system
Yeah.
that will, if you have troublesome
yeah,
passages, there will be trouble.
yeah.
So, do we want the latest save game?
Yeah,
or do
pick
we
the
want
latest
to...
one.
Okay.
Or maybe start with the first one and explain what you were going for, and then just yeah,
All right. So you see, there's
yeah.
So this is the island.
Oh yeah,
so you
that's
see
nice.
that's much different
Yeah,
to the
that's
one
good.
square.
Also much bigger.
Yeah.
Much bigger map. Yeah.
So I started off building this first station with a power plant. So you need this coal for the power plant.
Yeah.
And the first things was all this coal mines around here.
Yeah.
I built here, and this is actually the
coal train.
Yeah. What is that called? The Kreuzung.
Yeah, the crossing. I don't know.
Yeah, the crossing that has the most traffic going on.
Yeah.
And you see, because here is a factory, and all the I don't think I brought iron. No, but all these farms around here bring stuff to the factory, and the goods. So there's more traffic going around here, and so this passage here is really busy.
Okay.
So I will check that out later in the later save games, and so the rest is only.
Yeah, but if you like just. I think you don't need to explain everything in detail, but you can see it's basically the same thing, right? You have like a lot of circular, it's circular constructions.
It's basically
and
like this.
Yeah, and you have like little circles within yeah,
exactly,
and so on. You basically always work under the same principle.
Yes, that's right. And I expanded to the other side here and to up here.
Yeah.
And this is getting busier and busier.
Yeah.
And you see I have even now some traffic down here. And I think I started with passengers.
Oh yeah. To go over there, yeah.
Yeah. And I built this huge station which is totally too big for that one or two trains that go through, but I know that it will get bigger because it is the connection between these parts.
That, yeah.
So this is why I have already like 4 rails around here.
Yeah. Let's continue. 1-3.
And now that is
now it becomes.
You see, there's much more going on.
Yeah.
And this, I needed to change this one here. So there's a lot of logic. You know where your trains come from and where they go to. So I know that all the trains they go to the factory are coming from, well, all these farms around here. They all go through this net here.
But they don't actually need to hold there, so they go around.
Yeah, and so they block everything if they go left here. Everything that comes out of here that wants to go to the left is blocked. And so I built so this rail here is free from that part, so all of the trains that want to go to the factory can use only this this rail that leads to here.
This one, like this. Yeah, right.
And what could have bring a major would have brought a major traffic jam is if I connected it back to that rail, because once they want to leave and there is a train here waiting to get into here, there was no outcome out of that. So it was blocked. So I built I know they don't need to go onto this rail again, so I built a special exit that only goes around here and is connected later on to that rail system.
Yeah, over there, right? Yeah. Makes sense.
So this is completely has its own little system, which does not block any of these rails. And
so this game,
also,
what you're saying, is made for a special kind of nerd.
Yes, indeed. So every time you focus, you watch what is going on. Where is traffic going on? What can I do to make it better that they don't slow down?
Yeah, like this is a game about like improvement of
efficiency.
And
You see, I even built to go to let the trains go around here to which makes take the traffic off this.
Also, this is now later, so now you have electric trains, right?
These are electric trains, right? And I figured out now this part becomes much more busy, so this would be the next thing,
project
to do,
to tackle. Just zoom out again. So
now the whole island is basically there's a whole circuit around here.
Can you take a look at your budget, at your finances? Like how much money you're making and so on. Yeah, these numbers are much higher now.
Yes.
Also British pound.
Yeah, and these are all my trains.
Yeah. So things get complicated, but fun. Yeah. So it's already kind of fun to just for them to do the train stuff, which is kind of interesting because like this game comes out of a certain tradition. There was Sid Meier's Railroad Tycoon by Microprose, and that was kind of one of the first games that did something like this, and that was actually just about railroads.
Yeah.
And there's also Railroad Tycoon 2, which is a really fucking beautiful game. It really has the a model train, miniature train aesthetic going for it. And but I think that one was later than this. But this is kind of I think also helped by having this open source port is kind of the one.
Yeah.
There are also, I think Chris Sawyer later on made another game in this vein called Locomotion, but that wasn't very well received actually.
Yeah.
So that's Transport Tycoon.
Yes, that's...
I think, also this game hasn't really been surpassed in a way, right? There isn't really a modern version of this.
No.
Really? That does everything that this game does, right?
No, it does not.
So, that's awesome. It's like, obviously this is a game that still holds up. You can actually get this for free. You don't actually need to own the original Transport Tycoon to use this. You only need to own the original Transport Tycoon if you want to use the original tile set.
Yes.
But this one is perfect, you know, it looks great.
That's all you need.
It has the same kind of charm, the same kind of... that the old one has.
And it's for free.
It's free. It's the same game with a bunch of additional stuff. Do you actually play against other players sometimes, or do you never do that?
I have not done that yet. I started to play it online with a friend, but he did not get into that game. So he was confused with all the stuff, and well.
So I think this game actually becomes a very different game once you have opposing players and so on, because this, if you play it alone, it's this very pure thing of optimization, and you can basically get it to almost perfect state, so to say, where everything just works and everything is connected and everything is brilliant.
Yeah.
But also it becomes kind of ludicrous, right? Like no place in reality looks this, because everything is kind of condensed.
Yeah.
Like everything is very close to each other, and like those trains would be huge. Yeah. But it is wonderful in its abstraction
It's
and
a
so on.
really beautiful game.
But yeah, if you played with another player, like all kinds of other things come in, and you have more like
Who gets what space?
and you have more chaos factors, I would say.
Yeah,
That come
I guess
in.
so.
Like, you have like disturbances by the other player. So
Yeah.
if the other player has a thing going on, you can't just.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, that's interesting.
And but that's also a thing with the open source, that you have a multiplayer.
Yeah, right. That wasn't in the original.
I don't know, but it works via internet.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I think that's if it was there. I think that
is it only competitive, or can you also like together?
I think you can do both, but I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, work with the same company, and that would be also kind of interesting if you could. Hey, like you do the road system and I do the train system, and then just or do stuff like that. So that would be also kind of fun, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is Transport Tycoon. It's a long childhood revisited, but there's a lot of stuff in here. It's not like a little arcade game that you can just explain in 5 minutes. So
and there's a lot more stuff to explore.
Yeah. I mean, you could also say, no, I'm not going to do trains. I'm going to do all kinds of other stuff.
Yeah,
maybe
there are ships, there are planes.
Yeah, and you can just do it just with roads and just have like give yourself some arbitrary restrictions and just work with that. I always like that kind of play. Okay, well that's that, I would say.
Yeah.
Thank you for having watched this all the way through, and I guess see you again in the next video. Bye.
Bye. Check Transport Tycoon. It's free.
It's free.
Bye.